Hey, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's Saturday afternoon. It's 4:30. Isn't that funny? You little scratch muffin. You little scratch muffin. You are a scratch muffin. Look at this. Oh, my God. Um, Lordy. Anyways, I got up this morning, had my cup of coffee. I think I did a chat. Yeah, it wasn't happy, but it was great. It was therapeutic. Then I put my tube on, shoved him in the pocket, and took my walker out. Wrong walker. I could have hurt myself. Tied a bucket to the walker, took my light pickers, and I picked up 2 buckets of garbage. I only walked to the end and back very slowly. Walked all the way to the mall and emptied out the butts and broken beer and Mickey stuff. Put it in the big dumpster. Then I came home and my friend called me and I told her what I did. She gave me shit. Oh, did I get an earful? And then I said to her, well, it makes me feel like I belong. Then I got home and I think part of, going through whatever I'm going through, which I think the mean son of a gun one is constipation. Oh, Lordy, I tell you, when you bloat out like a puffer fish, you got the mother load. It's just hanging on there. We're not coming out. It cause you pain and agony, The loaf factory is still working. And because I've got paralysis on the left side, I've got to try and pinch a loaf up that I don't feel. I don't feel the oven door open. If you know what I mean. Too much information, Shannon. Well, suck it up, Buttercup. That's what happens when you get cancer and it presses on your nerves on your left leg. You're screwed. Screwed and tattooed. I don't even feel, I tell you, I don't even feel my Regina. That's awful. Except for when the cops are down there shooting at my cervix and my uterus. Apparently where I've got it. And along the top of my kidney. I'll never eat a kidney bean again in my life. I tell you. Thank God in heaven I know not to do what I did to myself a couple weeks ago. I bought that stuff. What's that stuff that's in a jar and it's red and it's cabbage? It's Chinese and it looks like it's got celery in it too. Kimcha, something like that. Anyways, I ate that. I tell you, it was worse than my leg. I had the most severe gas. I swear to God, I could have shot my leg off myself and healed all my problems. My poor dog. We were under the covers and it was so bad, I tell you. And it went on for a whole night. I just held my stomach and I said, Lord, please, I'll never do Chinese again. Kimchi. And oh, you just pissed off because I want to move and lay down. Anyways, I've gotten so bad in my belly that I had to take a pizzers. I'm not high. I'm just in a good mood. My medications are working. Isn't that great? Anyways, I had to cut the waistband on these sweatpants. Because the bloating from the squamous cell carcinoma in my lower half, the uterus of the cervix and the top of the kidney and the pinched nerve has bloated out my belly. And it's mostly gas that's the pain that I feel, and the pinched nerve off in the leg. I guess women do feel, well, I'm a woman. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, with this stuff. And I looked up on Facebook, and they had some sort of program, I don't know, some sort of squamous cell carcinoma Facebook group. But it looked like they were just all selling T-shirts. I didn't see anything else about it. And most of the squamous cell carcinoma is all skin cancer stuff. Well, I didn't really feel that. I didn't know that you could get that sort of thing inside. I always thought it was, there's basal squamous cell carcinoma, I guess, and then there's another one. I'm not sure exactly. Too much speculation and not enough concrete definition. That's what I would say. So I'm really proud of myself. I attacked, when I did that song and you guys saw that horde on that side, it's not as bad as it looks. Really. It's just a mix match, Mod Podge of jackets, Christmas stuff, fans, guitars. Everything's all piled up over there because I've been really, really tired. I am quite tuckered now, which I feel really happy about. I can't believe, I'm so proud of myself. I managed to change my my medications at a decent, proper time, so I can have a little more. Well, I've always been very organized, but I guess because I got the medication when I got out of the hospital and I got it late, and they told me to take, these pills. The inflammation one, I think, is probably just starting to work because, the nurse came to see me, I guess, it's the third day, maybe, that she's come to see me, the palliative care nursing people. And the tragic thing was, I said earlier in a stream that I did that she'd forgotten to, I'm not doing anything, not like Rich Life and road trips, eh? His hands are down there. Somebody wrote on his side chat, hands above covers, please. I nearly died. Some of the people on his stream, they go, so when are you going up north? Because he's a terrible speller, right? So everybody communicates with him like, it's almost like phonics, hooked on phonics. Do you remember that back in the 80s, 70s, I think it was? It was early 80s. I'm hooked on phonics. It's not really spelling, it's sounding of words. It's really, north. He says this Rich Life, Chris, he is pretty, quite bizarre. I love watching him. Right now, I'm watching Miss Frickin' Wonderful. That's not the word. She's having a meltdown. Poor girl. I shouldn't say girl. Poor lady. She's really suffering right now with her alcohol. I think one of the biggest things that's so it can be completely eventful. I mean, really, really an event that is a game changer is meditation. Meditation is one of the most fantastic medical phenomena that you can ever do. It's unbelievable. I wish more people could get introduced to meditation, and I don't know why none of Miss Effin' Wonderful's Katie Roby. I don't know why People haven't brought that up for her, you know. And also, since she had that gastric bypass, to have a blender or the bullet and start getting her nutrition through a liquid source rather than the solid source, because the solid source of nutrition is nothing near micronutrition, and that's juicing carrots, celery, apple. Um, putting peanut butter in your smoothies. They call it smoothies, but I think it's really um, that's just a real kind of yuppie term, I think, for juicing. Really, 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 she could really change her life if she could get into juicing and meditation. It would just change her life. I have been juicing now and vegetables and the micronutrient stuff for 2 years now. Seriously. Except for when COVID hit. Oh, shit hit the fan for me. I started buying chips, chocolate. I was buying a chocolate bar every day. And I got chocolate in here right now. I've got 4 bars. They're coconut bars. And I swear to God, I'm not going to eat them. I'm going to give them to somebody. I gave all the what was it? The Purdy's chocolate. The Christmas Bureau had given me 2 packages. It must have been about 6 bars in each Purdy's chocolate, yada yada. And I gave them up. Sugar, chocolate feeds cancer tumors. I don't know how many people know that. Sugar is deadly. So I'm really proud of myself that I got rid of that, because, I could say, oh, well, I'll just have 1 piece. No way. You know what? I cannot have chocolate in the house. And if I think that I could have 1 piece, forget it. It's just like gum. I got some gum for the first time, like 3 packages of it. Last night, wouldn't believe what I did. I took up 4, I forget what it was, juicy fruit and, I don't know, peppermint something. Well, I took up 4 tablets at a time, chewing like a cow. Then I'd add another 2. So half the package was gone. Chewing it away, chew, chew, chew. Then I'd stick it on the side and I'd open up the other 6 tablets. Chew, 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 get as much of the whatever. Then I'd stick the other one in my mouth, chew, 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 really go at it, watch a movie. Then I'd put it aside. Actually, I threw it out. Then I opened up the other package. And so I went on and on and on, chewing this gum. And I never chew gum. Ever. I think gum is one of the dirtiest little... I think gum is really... I don't know how to explain it, but, you see people chew gum, and I think it's kind of a rude kind of... I don't know what the word would be, but I don't think gum is really all that attractive for people to be chewing. Especially if you're to go and... Okay. These are my sweatpants. I had to, like I said, I had to cut them back and go from there. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Now, I'm normally kind of, I don't know where, this is all swelling. I'm not kidding you. This is like complete. This whole band here is new for me. And it's swelling of my my kidneys. Now they've told me that I'm having problems. I'm barely, urinating. And I'm at the point now, they've told me that, Shannon, if you can't urinate and, you're starting to really bloat out, it's time to go to the hospital. And I'm thinking, oh, please, no. I don't want to go to the hospital. But I mean, I had good works today. But just, I can notice that I'm on the verge. So I got to be really careful. I don't want to have to do kidney dialysis, but this mass is, they already told me it's pinching off the top of my kidney. And this whole nervous pinched off thing, it's happened. And it's paralyzed my whole left side. I mean, my bowels, my regina, I call it. Bonjour. My foot, my leg, my calf, my thigh, my left rear is numb. The whole thing. If I didn't have that walker today, my foot has dropped. I've dropped foot now. I can't lift my foot up. So the walker, and I'm able to, I'm just barely able to lift my leg over to where I don't tap my toe. I've learned how to, and so I sort of bring my leg around rather than going forward, and I've managed it that way. And I'm not sure if, I guess I'm probably most guessing for sure I'm going to have surgery, because they've got to cut away that mass to relieve that nerve. And I think that's what they do. If it's a danger, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. So what I did today was, I had a corned beef sandwich. I had some tea. I think my kettle's given up the ghost. I sorted some clothes. I didn't do any art. I tried to play my piano a little bit, and I was frustrated. I'm so limited on playing the thing. I play the same thing over and over again. You notice? But I do have some pre-recorded stuff in there. But the tablet part of the keyboard, you know how TVs get the lines? Something's wrong. Maybe some sort of, I don't know what you call it, a thing that you have to stick in there, like a stove. I'm not sure, but it has to be taken in. So I'm going to call and see if I can find somebody to take it in. Trying to widen the trail in my place, and responsibly try and get the energy to move things around. Anybody out there have projects or rooms that they know that are just rotten? You've collected so much stuff. I know I do. It's just, wow. So I'm just laying here with my mutt. He's such a good dog. He really is company for me. And he was a stud dog. I don't know if you know that, people. So in other words, he was at a lot of farms, a lot of backyard, what do you call them? I hate that term, doggy. It's not a good thing. So I think that's where his separation anxiety comes from, because he was, I don't care how nice you are. Sometimes, I think, not sometimes, mostly they're all mistreated. Their dogs are brought around to all these different homes, and they're stud dogs. Stud dogs are bought out. What a terrible thing these poor animals go through. And right now, everybody in COVID country wants a dog. They want a cat. They're so scarce to find. People have just raised the prices up so ridiculous. It just saddens me. So tomorrow's the MRI, and my Ministry of First Nations Health, thank you so much for paying my cab fare. So I'm going to have a taxi pick me up in the wee hours of ridiculous time. But I'm not complaining about it, because I have to have it immediately. This is an emergency MRI for me. Everything happens so quickly. So I think a lot of people that get diagnosed with a mass, they just automatically, they put us in palliative care at home immediately. When this Chinese doctor came up to me, and he's my urologist, I'm going to talk to him again. Man, you should have seen the look on his face when he came to me. He was really sad for me, and like so concerned, and he was trying to convey a communication message that, Shannon, I'm so sorry, but look at, we're going to send you home with palliative care, so we're going to really be on top of your situation, so don't worry. We're going to have nurses looking after you, checking in on you, and we're going to have all your medications changed, and not changed, but you're going to be taking a lot of medication. I don't know what squamous cell carcinoma is. I've tried to look it up on the YouTube. It all seems to be skin cancer. I guess I haven't looked hard enough to find out how many people have had it, hit their body, where, spine, your major organs, your uterus, your cervix, your kidneys, possibly your brain, that kind of thing. So, well, anyways, I just thought I'd give you an update, and I hope everybody's well, people who check in on my channel. My mood is, it's quiet, it's good, it's calm. I'm very grateful. I think I want to set up a little bit of a prayer section. I want to have a prayer corner for people that I watch on YouTube that are struggling, especially Miss Wonderful. I'm not going to say, that effing thing. I don't really think it's funny. She's struggling so badly. I mean, here's the thing, right? People who've really suffered with obesity, and then they suddenly get these gastric bypasses, and they lose, like, some people lose 100 pounds, like, really quick. And then they got this skin that's just really loose on their arms, and they suffer badly. I mean, it just, she rolled out her body one day this year, and she showed us, like, it was exasperating, really, the way she pulled her skin out. And I felt so sorry for her. I'm a bit of a sponge. Anyways, I think for all of us, if we could do that, instead of like getting really hostile about emotions and what's happening, is try the more gentle approach. I think I'm going to try and bring my swearing down a couple volumes, even though it's just joking swearing. Although some of you have seen my streams, they have been kind of sad. So I think I'm going to bring the volume down and try and find a little more gratitude, because I think that's going to, even though I'm, here's the thing. Being a junkyard dog is not at all attractive. Strong doesn't mean being tough and a motor mouth. Strong and tough means being fit enough to rake your lawn, do your motor, trim your trees, pick up garbage around the neighborhood, help somebody lift something out. That's strong, that's tough, that's kind, that's caring, that's completely attractive. Oh, wow, you're strong. Not strong, tough, like, oh, yeah, that kind of thing. That's not attractive. It's not at all. Tough girl syndrome. So everybody, I wish you a really nice evening tonight. I hope that you can have a relaxing night, eat some food, drink some water, make a list of the things you're grateful for. meditate for a half hour, 20 minutes, maybe about some of your bucket list dreams. So, yeah, I've got some very deep concerns right now, and just going to be a matter of time, then I'll be able to, we're all going to know what's going to happen to Miss Shannon and this bloody hair. All right, well, I love you all. I'll talk to you later. I didn't see anybody come in. I have a bad way of doing this thing. I can't see who's in here. Pop it again, pop it again, pop it again. No, it doesn't look like anyone's in here. All right. Talk to you later, everybody. Blessings to you all.